Would you please welcome Prime Minister Anthony Albanese.
Kevin Rudd, welcome
Scott Morrison, welcome to the project.
G'day, Willie. Have you noticed we have a new PM? Are you across that? Yeah. Are you across that?
Who better to tell us all about it than the Prime Minister?
Well, I'll tell you who's better than me. It's Kitty Flanagan.
Over the years, we've got to know them as people, not just pollies.
I don't know how I missed this memo that you're a DJ. And
I am a DJ.
Can you be a sensitive, emotional leader of a country?
I think there's limits, you know. I'm really interested in Jacinda Ardern and her model of leadership.
Do you mind if I give you a hug?
Not at all.
I know that might seem strange, but I saw your piece on the project and it was incredible.
I just sank into this terrible pit of depression.
That's my famous Melbourne dog shot, by the way.
We need to talk about some defects, and I think I've seen one. Okay, it's going to be embarrassing because we're filming. That ladder is way too short.
We've asked the uncomfortable questions.
What's it like in your first day on the job to walk out to a lectern like that and just so blatantly lie to the world?
Clearly, my intention was to try to go out and make a case.
Can you point me to a big policy area where that balance has been struck in favour of farmers rather than miners?
Well, not straight off the top of my head.
What would it take to turn your opinion around in regard to that there is a massive shift in the global climate?
You tell me, how are you going to fix it? How much money are you going to throw at it? What's going to change it?
Does the coalition have a problem with Islamophobia?
No, I don't believe the Liberal Party does.
And been unafraid to call it as we see it.
Well, you have multiple
You have said
journalists
that Andrew Robb said something that he didn't.
I've read it with my own eyes today.
No, what Andrew...
I'll
let you
finish the
finish.
question.
I apologise.
Wouldn't it be more honourable for you to say I don't want to take the money at all?
Well, I could. I mean, what would you suggest I did for the last 20 years? Have my family live in a shed?
Are you struggling? I always thought you were quite a successful businessman. I didn't think that your circumstances were so dire.
The Prime Minister stands up in Parliament and says, I honestly thought this would unite people. Give me a break. Stop the gaslighting. Be honest.
Oh, there's an open invitation for you to sit on the desk on the project one night. Do you think you'd like to do that?
No.
I mean, obviously Peter Dutton would like you to shut up, and so would Albo, presumably.
Well, so would you, presumably, but you shouldn't have asked me to come on the programme.
Not my choice, sadly.
From leaders of the country to some of the biggest names in sport.
Your coach admitted that he was coaching from the sidelines.
He said he made a motion.
You then smashed your racket. Do you regret that at all?
This week is 5 years since that fateful game against Collingwood, where that Collingwood supporter called you an ape, and that set in motion a whole series of events, obviously. What are your memories of that night?
Not tonight. Indigenous round, and when I turned around and pointed, I was shattered that it was a 13, 14-year-old young girl. So from that point of view, I wouldn't have changed my actions.
For me, my ability to do anything physical was something that I used to pride myself on and used to give me mental strength. And bit by bit was being taken
You
away.
got a phone call that turned your life upside down. She said the dreadful words of something prohibitive. Something prohibited had been found in my sample.
If we are building the perfect F1 driver, what traits are we taking from Max? What traits are we taking from you?
Daniel's nose, for sure. And
You said you were good at smelling.
Shayna Jack, you are back, baby.
Sure am. I'm really proud of myself. You know, I came back with a point to prove, and I proved it.
The biggest thing is just diving in, just doing it. Because everyone sits back and waits for the perfect time. There is no right time ever. Just take it on.
It was really beautiful. Never thought you'd call a shark beautiful. Never thought I'd call a shark beautiful. But it was. Now he's getting romantic. It's just give us a hug. Come on.
There's been moments of truth.
I don't like being identified as the guy from Silverchair, and that's probably from childhood trauma.
How did becoming a dad change you?
When Eva came along, I just, I wept uncontrollably. Everything was coming together.
Without music, I don't know who the hell I am. You trying to make me cry?
What would be the most badass thing that you've ever done?
when I was young, I quite often
as a fight with my elder brother. My weapon is my nail. So,
You used to scratch him. I never thought you were so aggressive.
But mostly, we're just grateful for the humble humans who've led by example.
Happiness really is about finding little pockets of joy and lightheartedness throughout your day.
It's what it's about, tearing yourself apart for the things you believe in. And all about creating opportunities for kids.
Someone once told me that this is not a dress rehearsal, it's the real show. And you can't go back. If you have a passion, if you have a dream, you need to go for it now.
We're only here for a short time, and it's not what we do, it's what we live.
So I went over and got him help immediately. And that beautiful boy brings me most days, and we saved him. Just wish we could have saved him back. What you give, you get back. You give nothing, you get nothing back.
No matter how shit you feel, right? No matter how bad things get in your life, there is always a light. You just gotta open your eyes.
The main thing is to enjoy your life. You don't know what's around the corner. A great motto is think big, be bold, be courageous, and don't just lean in, leap in.
We are not a perfect show. There is no perfect show, and there are many things that I wish I could take back from things that I have said live on air to the nation. But we have celebrated people.
Yeah, that's true.
We've celebrated some excellent humans and some beautiful stories. And just looking back at that, I mean, I've just repeated myself. I don't have many words. I should probably go to Derek Zoolander's Centre for Kids. But wow.
Yeah.
I also think that we have asked the questions that people really want to know. Every time that you interviewed in particular a politician or Hamish, and it made me want to work on this show so that I could learn from you in how to do that and maintain, I don't know, all of your senses and just actually get to the heart of issues.
Well, that's incredibly kind of you to say, that you'd want to learn from me. I mean, education standards are clearly slipping. But no, just watching that package though, I do with the Dalai Lama. I like...
Oh, that was a jump scare.
Yeah, when people ask me, or the people, like, the fact that we interview so many people that can have slipped my mind is absolutely, and that's just my experience. And listen to the number.
And I love learning from the Dalai Lama that he used to fight his brother. Yeah. So now, when my boys fight, I can tell my wife, relax, one of them could be the Dalai Lama.
I interviewed Eddie Murphy.
Wow.
I know.
I know. Okay, after this, I'm going to interview Pete Hellier and Georgie Coughlin. How about that?